Hello and welcome back to Mage Knight Mystery Solo Setup Series. We are in the middle of a Realm of the Dead scenario, Blitz rules, so we're halfway through at the start of round 3. Playing with all the shades of Tesla monsters, the ambushing Rampagers variant, random tile orientation, and random cities. If we take stock of the situation, we have a decent army gathered here, couple good skills, quite a few wounds in the deck, and we haven't actually located the faction leader's location on the map. So those are definitely things we have to do or take care of in the next round if we want to win. I believe in the last session, the first half of this campaign, I didn't cheat too badly. I only sort of cheated against myself by taking a action card later than I should have. It could be debated that helped me or hurt me, but I'm going to chalk it up as neutral. However, I did play this card, Ruthless Coercion, towards the end of the round without taking a reputation penalty from the discount. So I will take that penalty at the start of this round, and since I didn't use influence for anything after making that mistake, I'm going to declare that I have a clean slate moving forward, and hopefully we don't miss any more rules or cheat too badly in trying to win. So let's go ahead and remove the tactics for the dummy and myself and get started with the second half of this campaign. We need to do a lot of exploring today, and our hand has exactly 0 move cards. We are on a monster den, so no interaction, no slots to buy a unit, and I'm trying to stay away from this side of the map because these enemies with the orange circles will pursue me if they figure out my whereabouts, which will be triggered if I start at a space where I am not the owner of a fortified site and move to another space within 2 tiles. It's complicated, but mostly the mod figures everything out except for manually provoking, rampaging, ambusher enemies. Right, that is what this radius refers to. So they're not pursuing, but they are ambushing, which means I could provoke them from 2 tiles away. So I'd like to just move up here and explore. Planning is probably not going to cut it, so I'll just take Great Start. And okay, we drew some move and we drew some heal. Pretty straightforward turn, I think. We can heal a couple wounds, and next turn we can concentrate Song of Wind if we need to. I'm going to throw this away because I have another influence card in my deck, and I don't think this round is going to be about influence. I think it's going to be about exploring and possibly fighting. I'm still drawing 2 cards, so I think I'll keep everything else. And we draw 2 more wounds. Dummy's not going too fast. So unless I reveal more monsters that can ambush me, these wounds aren't going to be too bad to deal with. Here I have... Actually, concentrating this doesn't do anything? I mean, no, it just gets me 2 more move. But playing a card sideways also gets me that. I guess I had more wounds than I realized. I don't think I want to throw away maximal effect. But it would be 6 move. The problem is I really only need... Well, I need 5 move to make progress. There are 4 wounds. I think I'm actually going to rest away Determination. Just sort of chill out. Okay, Dummy draws 4 cards. Dummy's over halfway done, so I can't just sit around forever. I am going to get moving now. So... God, these are some pretty good cards to fight with, too. I'm going to move 3. And then move 2. To explore. No whammies. Okay, pretty harmless tile. There's only 2 tiles left to explore. And I can avoid the desert, make it through these hills, and explore the next core tile. Sort of zigzag my way up there. But with no move in hand, I actually don't think I can stop to fight. So I'm going to ditch this. I'm just going to ditch this card for nothing. Okay, Dummy is giving me a chance. So now I think I'm actually going to... There's two tiles left. Now I think I'm actually going to move well, would I rather concentrate something or maximal effect something? Probably maximal effect if I needed to. I'm gonna move on to the monster spawner, or the spawning grounds, and fight it next turn. Of course, I draw all my move now. Okay, so I have exactly 2 turns. I could either fight this or I could just move on and try to find the faction leader. It would be nice to get the artifact. Maybe I'll find a fight if I just start moving, because I really need to use my units as well. So I am gonna go ahead and pay for 6 move here, because moving and exploring is only wasting 1 at worst if there's something nearby. Okay, so we found the necropolis, but there is a death dragon waiting for me. I can let's subtract the movement we have. So I can move here without provoking him, but the next step I take, he'll be provoked. I have to be prepared to fight him, which should be fine on the last turn of the round. I just need 4 more move, which I have even without paying mana, but unfortunately I have 2 wounds in my hands. So let's get here. Oh, but wait, I need to be able to actually move there. So let's get 4 move like that, because this plus another card guarantees I can trigger this guy. He has assassinate and paralyze, but the shock troops can reduce his attack by 3, bringing him to only 4 attack, and he can be blocked by the guardsman. Then I have 6, 8. I will have enough damage no matter what. So all I have to do is move next to him and fight him at the last turn of the round. Dummy calls end of round. So doesn't matter how I do this. That's not true. That's not true. Hold on. I am not going to need mana, correct? I have 6, 8, 9, 4, 6, 8, 9 damage with no mana needed. So when I discard an artifact, I can choose the color that I take. I don't even have to spend mana on anything. But I'm only moving 1 space, so... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, if I discard an artifact, I get to choose the color. So... Yeah, this doesn't matter. So I'm discarding the Bow of Stars Dawn. So I get 2 plus 2 is 4 move. That moves me here. I moved 1 space. I discard the artifact to suppose... Do I have any spells? I don't know. I feel like green is always good, but maybe just having some blue is cool too. So moving within this guy's radius, he ambushes me, which is fine. He has 7 attack. We're going to reduce his attack by 3, so he's attacking for 4. We're going to block for 4. The enemy's blocked. Now we have 4, 5, 7, 9 damage, right? 4, 5, 7, 9 damage. So the dragon's down. But there's a 50% chance that a dragon will respawn there, and there's nothing I can do about that. So let's end turn and round. And apparently I leveled up. I don't need move really because I'm next to the necropolis. I think curse is going to be better. I need influence. I think block is probably going to be better than siege since I'm mana light. Final round. So essentially we found the necropolis. All I have to do is walk in here for move 2. And the first time I fight this guy, he's going to throw 2 green enemies at me. And I'm fighting a dragon and a brown monster. My hand is absolute trash, although it could be worse. If I prepare, what could I possibly prepare? Also, I have this vial of toxin. One source of physical attack gains +3. Let's see what I could prepare. I could prepare the Bow of Stars Dawn. Each of your ranged attacks this turn is either doubled or becomes a siege attack of the same element. You may also double any siege attacks, but they become ranged attacks. Well, it's not great. Dodge and weave. Dodge and weave. 2 attacks of 1 or 2 enemies by 2. I think that's going to be good enough for a dragon, but it might be. I think maybe I prepare maximal effect. Just blow the crap out of these guys. 3 units, these skills. I have access to all these cards except swiftness, so I guess swiftness is, yeah. I guess I could prepare maximal effect to give me quite a lot of block or attack, or even range attack 6. So yeah, I'm gonna prepare maximal effect. Okay, dummy goes first. Spring maximal effect into hand. Shuffle. Okay, Necropolis. Let's make sure the move cost is in fact 2. Yes, the move cost of the Necropolis space is 2. Let's go in there and see what the first round of the faction leader looks like. Garrison has moved to player board. Okay. So the way this guy works is, right now he's level 4. If I kill him once, he will become level 3. But if I somehow have over 4 damage, then I can deal another 4 damage to sort of take an extra life from him and reduce him by an extra level. Right now we have to worry about these guys because these guys will never come back as long as I kill them once. So obviously we have to block this dragon. Blocking this block 8 is the same as block 8 attack 8, which is absolutely insane. This guy is ice and physical resistant, but his attack is very bad. The most efficient way to block 8 is maximal effect rage, but like I don't want to overblock this guy, But if I reduce his attack by 3 and just block 5, for instance, let me think about this. I can't mess with this guy's armor at all because he's arcane immune. I suppose this block 4 is pretty good. If I curse, this guy, oh, and also this guy is throwing 2 green guys at me. Okay, all right. So there was no point in evaluating anything until we saw that, since, well, I have range 6. I could have up to range 8. But, well, I could range this guy down. The problem is, what's the problem? I might need to. No, there's no point in ranging this guy down right now. I can always range this guy down. Ranging this guy down doesn't change the fact. Well, I wouldn't have to block him or soak him somewhere if I ranged him, but I might need maximal effect for block depending on what the elementalist throws at me. Right, I don't get to see who this guy summons unless I'm willing to skip the range phase. This guy actually represents 2 wounds unless I curse him, which I'm not sure I want to do. I might want to curse him for armor, not for damage. So remember, we need at least 8 block to essentially do 8 damage to this guy. I'm not going to range him. I'm going to make sure I can get through this phase. Alright, so this guy is pretty much unblockable. Not even going to try. So just give me 2 wounds for Corrupt Priests. Okay, that's 1 attack from the leader down. Skeletal Warriors. Huh. Yeah. The funny thing is, if I assign Skeletal Warriors to the Guardian Golems, I can't assign anybody else, but that's fine. Assign them to the Guardian Golems. So I've taken 2 wounds. This guy, well, let's block the dragon first. This is the last round of the game, so throwing away a card has to be the right decision. And I think it should be throwing away Swiftness, since I don't have white mana, but I have access to 2 red mana. So I believe if I reduce the Vampiric Dragon's attack by 3, he's attacking for 5. And I cleanly block him like so, basically doing 8 damage. Now this guy, I think I'm gonna cleanly block like this. So I basically need 18 damage. Well, let's start playing cards and see what we come up with. This is 6. 10. 12. I'm going to curse this guy's armor. He's physically resistant, so call it 2 more damage. That's 14. 17. 19. So I didn't get the leader, huh? I didn't get the leader, which means if I don't get the leader now, he's going to come back and throw 2 more green at me. So we got to get the leader. All right, so this guy is 10. We're counting it all in physical. 10 plus 8 plus 4 is 22. How much did I have? 4, 6, plus 6 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 2 is 17, plus 4, so I guess I am flipping this, is 21, plus 2 is 23, and I needed 22, so we got him. We got 1 round of the faction leader, 1 level of the faction leader, but it took all our cards in hand, 2 of our gems, and all of our units. And we had to take 2 wounds, but we leveled up. Is the necropolis not a safe space? Is it not? I mean, I don't doubt that it's not a safe space, but why can't I just hang out there? Let's see what the compendium has to say about the necropolis. The necropolis and the Hidden Valley sites are not fortified, nor are they safe spaces until they are defeated. If you fail to defeat them, you must backtrack, but you don't take a wound for doing so. If you fail to defeat a faction leader, you will be forced out of the space and will have to re-enter it to fight that faction leader again. But if you fail to defeat all of the... Okay. Yeah, they don't respawn, but summon attacks. Cooperative assault. Alright. So I have to retreat, but I wonder if... No, the faction leader should be at... Okay, it's at level 3, which means he's gonna summon Well, I'm going to have to kill another green and a dragon. He's going to be attacking for 8 vampiric. Okay. Dummy is going quite fast. I don't know if we can do this. Amulet of Reawakening. Pick a card from random in your discard pile. Draw. Okay. After combat this turn, for each enemy defeated. Did I have this card in my hand? I didn't. Did I have this power up in my hand? I don't know. Well, we're gonna play this because there's no. So flip the whole deck. Pick up this deck. Shuffle the discard. Pick up one card. Put it on the bottom. Put our deck back on top. And I guess this is always public knowledge, so I could have worked out what I put back in, but I don't really care that much. So I'm gonna heal 2. And rest these other 2 wounds. The Amulet of Reawakening lets me draw as if my hand limit is 1 higher, so up to 7. And I rested so I can flip back Battle Frenzy. My units are basically meat puppets right now. Okay, I have a pretty good hand. Okay, Dummy is giving me a couple more turns. Well, we have to go in there now. This source kind of sucks. Let's... Oh, I could mana draw, actually, to gain 2 tokens of white, possibly? It's going to be interesting. Well, let's move in there. I guess that 4 is just showing the starting level. Another garrison. I believe it's going to... Okay, no. So these symbols represent the starting goons of the leader. So now I just need to defeat this guy. He's at level 3. I just need to defeat level 3, level 2, and level 1, and I will win. But if I would have done more damage last round, it would have been better, because right now he's 3 physically resistant, and he's going to be 4 physically resistant, then 5 physically resistant. So interestingly enough, let's see. So Curse actually works on this guy's attack because it's not targeting the enemy, it's targeting the attack. Same with Dodge and Weave. Same with Dodge and Weave. Alright, so 4, 5, but he's... Okay, what does Vampiric say again? Has its armor value increased by 1 for each unit it attacks wounds. Okay, alright, so we get him down to 3 attack, and he causes no wounds to the Guardian Golems. Perfect. So we're going to, well, hang on. Mana draw. Set this black die to white. Hello? There we go. gain 2 white tokens. Dodge and weave to reduce this enemy's attack by 4. So reducing one enemy's attack is different from affecting the enemy directly. Or rather, it is affecting the enemy directly, which is why it works on arcane immune enemies. Just like curse, I can't curse his armor, which would be nice, but I can curse his attack. So 4 plus 1, that's 5 total reduction. He's attacking for 3. I assign it to the golems. They aren't wounded, so vampiric ability doesn't activate. Now, for every 6 damage I do, I reduce this guy by 1 level. So okay, I see. I have to spend concentrate if I want to get 2 levels this turn. So we concentrate swiftness, that's 5. Crystallize is 6. So that's 1 level down. This is 4 plus 2 is 6 more damage, so that's 2 levels down. And I will play this to discard my last wounds. And it turns out I could have just played mana draw unpowered to get an extra white die, but this sort of re-rolled the black die. Sort of. So we got 2 levels there, which means the faction leader will be down to his last level. I need 10 total damage, but I had to flip this for 4. And I clicked end turn too fast or something. Alright, so right. I have this turn and 1 more turn to kill a 5 armored, physically resistant enemy. His damage doesn't matter. Shield Bash cannot reduce his armor. So I'm going to rest. Are there any wounds in my deck? There's 1 wound. There's an artifact. There's an artifact. But I can rest. So we rest away. I'm drawing up to 6. I'm going to have some amount of damage. I don't know. It's too close. I can't tell if I'm going to make it. But I definitely don't. This is better than a wound, but only if the wound is the last card in my deck. This way I draw everything. I draw a wound, but I also guarantee I draw combat and special, whatever that may be. And I need this to get in. So end turn. I rested, so I get to flip Battle Frenzy. Yes, I know I should have retreated 2 turns ago. Fine. The dummy calls the end of the round, one final turn, and we move in. Elementalist leader level 1. If I defeat him, I win the game. If I don't, I lose the game. Oh, he's vampiric and brutal. So if he does damage, his armor goes up. Enemy with the vampiric ability has its armor value increased by 1. If for each unit, its attack's wound. And for each wound, so we do have to block him. All right. Well, blue in the source. Block 5, he's blocked, so I need 10 damage. Here's 4. Here's 6. When you play this, discard any amount of cards from your hand. You get ranged attack 2 for each card you discard this way. So we play both stars on, and we discard 2 cards. So we have 4, 6, 8, 10. He has 5 armor, physically resistant, which needs 10 damage, 10 physical damage. We blocked him, so his armor didn't go up. So we got him. Game over. Leader has been defeated. Wow. Let's look at the score. 6 wounds, 1 artifact, 3 healthy units. We got him. Let's send the score. That was quite an exciting finish. We exactly killed every level except the first. We had 1 extra damage among all 4 levels. So in level 4, we had 1 extra damage. Level 3 and 2 we did simultaneously, and level 1 we had exactly 10 damage, and we had to block him, so we didn't trigger the vampiric ability. What a game. Well, that was the first episode of the Mage Knight Mystery Solo Setup series. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did. It was quite exciting, and we got the win in the Blitz Realm of the Dead scenario. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.